Hello everyone and welcome to another action figure latest unboxing and review of another Marvel Avengers Endgame line by Bandai SH Figuarts. So if you've been following my channel so far, I have done reviews for Black Widow, Ant-Man, Thanos, Ronin, Captain America and Iron Man Mark 50. And this month they have finally released their 7th action figure. So first let me clear the table by snapping them away. So here it is everyone, the Iron Man Mark 85 from the Marvel Avengers Endgame movie. The final film, the most iconic film for at least this generation, definitely one of my favourites from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So this is of course from Tamashii Nation's Bandai SH Figuarts, their 7th action figure from the Endgame line, and the 2nd Iron Man following the Mark 50. So this is known as Iron Man Mark 85, although it is his 51st suit from the MCU movies. And of course it's in your standard box, very similar to the Captain America one, much smaller than the Mark 50 because that one had the nano weapon set. So you did see the suit in the time travel scenes as well as the final battle. So at the front of the box, of course, we have the figure, we have the colors of the box, very similar to the time travel suit, which matches well with the film. And then we have the logos, Marvel Avengers Endgame, Tamashii Nation's Bandai, and the Marvel sticker. On the side, we have the Avengers logo, SH Figuarts Iron Man Mark 85. At the top, Iron Man Mark 85, SH Figuarts. And then on the side we have SH Figuarts Mark 85 as well, and the Tamashii Nation sticker. At the bottom we have Iron Man Mark 85 and then the action figure photo with website and number. And then at the back we have simple style hero action. You see the figure in different poses, different articulation, some of the accessories as well. Tamashii Nations, and the rest is in Japanese. So let's unbox the figure and show you what's inside. So of course we first have the shiny background, and then we have some instruction manuals to show you how to put on the accessories, and then some sort of advertisement survey. So we're going to put these to the side and then show you the figure. So now let's take a look at the overall look of the action figure and its accessories inside the plastic packaging. So there are a total of 6 blaster effects, very similar to the Mark 50, and extra 8 interchangeable hands. So here is the Iron Man outside of his packaging. So you can see it's a really nice display, great detail, great sculpting by SH Figuarts again. And of course I really like the original colors of this suit. It's gone for the red and then the gold arms and legs, very similar to the original colors of Iron Man from the comics. So very fitting for this final film, final battle. And at first feel of this figure, it actually does seem a bit more heavier, more sturdy, maybe a bit more stronger than the Nano 50, which I can quickly show you now. This is a really nice and detailed figure as well, but I think it's because you can take off bits from the arms, legs and the back. It just makes the figure feel more lighter, whereas this one is just more simple, more strong. But of course we're not really here to do the comparison, we're just going to focus on this action figure today, and then we're going to take a look at the articulation next. So SH Figuarts is normally really good with their articulation and movement for the figures for different poses. So it really should be your standard articulation. So first we're going to test out the top with the head. So it can be moved side to side, which is expected. And the head does do the 360 spin because you can actually take it off and maybe even swap them with the other head sculpts. And then the head can be pushed upwards and then tilted downwards as well for the flying poses. And then the arms, there are no shoulder accessories in the way, so you can stretch as far as they can like this, and then they can be moved upwards, which we always see in their figures, and then backwards like this as well. And then we're going to test the bend, so the bicep part, they can be bent. And then the bottom of the hand, it can actually do the 360 spin. But the lower part of the arm cannot be twisted, they can only be bent. So now we can test out the body. It can be pushed backwards, can be pushed forwards for the crunch. does do the 360 spin, which I will do for you. And then the lower part also does some sort of twist and stretch as well. Not too much, but it can be done. And then the legs should be your standard leg movement, forwards, backwards. They can be stretched slightly. Maybe you have to just maneuver it different ways to really get different poses. The legs do the bend as expected. The lower part of the leg has bends here like this. And the actual foot does the 360 spin. And then it's got the toe where you can push it forwards slightly. You can push it back as well. That should be on both legs. So yeah, that was just a quick look at the articulation, just your standard ones. So now we're going to switch around the accessories for the arms. So right now, the original ones from the figure was the closed fist for the fighting. So let's put on the other accessories. So here are the extra interchangeable hands. There are a total of 4 sets. So the first set of interchangeable hands is some sort of grapple or open palms. Then we have the open straight palms, possibly for flight poses. Then the first set of hands is some sort of open palms for the blaster effect pose. And the fourth set of hands is the open palms with the extra plastic. This of course is for the blaster effects, which I can put on now. So there are 6 blaster effects, which is the same as the Mark 50 action figure. So 4 for the hands and 2 for the foot. So now for some side-by-side comparisons with the other Endgame figures. So here it is next to the Iron Man Mark 50, next to Ant-Man, next to Ronan, next to Black Widow, next to Thanos, and next to Captain America. So now for my overall opinion of the Iron Man Mark 85 action figure. Of course it makes a great display. I really like the Mark 85 suit, the colours. It is the one he wears in the final film, the final battle, so it's definitely iconic. And I know that the figure is very simple, it's strong, it's sturdy. However, they could have done with some extra accessories. So firstly, there's no extra head sculpt like we saw in some of the other figures. So I know that Iron Man doesn't have another expression when he's got the helmet on, but maybe they could have included the battle damaged helmet or even a Tony Stark head sculpt. Of course, I know that SH Figuarts were very unlikely to do this, as they didn't include the unmasked versions of Captain America or Ronan. So we have some sets of hands, some blaster effects, but maybe they could have included the gauntlet, which again is very unlikely, as there was no hammer given to Captain America. As for the effects, if I really want to be picky, the lead seems to be a bit short for the foot, so it makes it quite loose and falls off easily. The hand ones have no problem. But overall, I really like the Iron Man action figure. It's a great one to go with your collection. But I just feel that SH Figuarts have rushed it a little and not really making this a exclusive Endgame version. And the most iconic scene was Tony Stark, the gauntlet, which they didn't have, just like no hammer or broken shield for Captain America. But I do like the suit, and it's really up to you if you want to get this or wait for the future versions. So that's about it for the Iron Man Mark 85 SH Figuarts Endgame figure. If you haven't seen the other reviews from the same line, be sure to check the links in the description below. So if you enjoyed this video, please give a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos. Thanks for watching and see you next time.